So you want to know the strategy that'll make you the best gamer she's ever been with. I understand. Now, the way I discovered how to do that is by discovering how to not do it. It was, I think, a year ago, and I decided, fuck it. Everyone is talking about this whole gaming thing. Gaming. So I'm going to try it. But I'm a bit too lazy, so I didn't want to do the whole trying to find a duo partner, try to find a gaming partner long term. So I went with a pro gamer. If you don't understand what pro gamer is, I don't know how to say it, but you're just going to have to make your neurons work. I went with this pro gamer and something weird happened because I thought I knew how to do this shit, right? I knew I wasn't going to be the best, but I thought I had a little bit of an idea. Turns out, sure, I knew how to do stuff, but I didn't know how to do it right at all. Because I would go decently hard, right? Like into the cavern with my rod. I hope you understand this one. In the game, of course. But when I went a bit too deep into the cavern, my gaming partner would be like, hey, easy there, pal. Like, woo, it's a bit, And I didn't understand. Like, I thought, okay, well, look, why is it hurting? I don't get it. Why is she losing HP, right? So I decided, fuck it. Apparently, I don't know much about what's going on here, and I need to know more. Because when I actually get a long-term gaming partner, I want to be able to rock the cavern properly, you know? So I went and found this dude who is so good that consistently he has volunteers trying to be his gaming partner just to see if it's going to work on them, what he teaches. And trust me, it works. Now, I've been teaching a lot of his stuff already on the whole channel, and this whole playlist of gaming, right? And the funnel. But this video and the video that's going to come after this one, like the next gaming video that's going to come in like 2-3 weeks, they're probably the most important ones because they're the most revolutionary. They're the ones that most people have never heard about. And that is going to make you just so fucking much better than anyone else. Like, your gaming partner will never see anyone else who can do the same thing as you if you master what I'm going to teach you right now. All right. So this is a cavern, right? Again, I hope you understand the term cavern here. I hope we understand where we're going from. And that's the rod. Okay? Now, when you enter the cavern, you have a big ass rod. Maybe you don't have a big ass rod, but you have a rod. A lot of people, what they do is they simply put their rod and go in and out of the cavern. Straight up, like this. Boom, 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 boom. The issue with that is this little part here is pretty sensitive. It's an area of the cavern with a little rock. And if you hit the rock a bit too much, the cavern can hurt, and collapse, right? It's just understand it's not good. Do not hit this part. However, this part and this part are good. And a lot of people don't, like, a lot of people tend to hit it at some point or the other, right? If you've done a lot of gaming with a partner, you'll have hit those parts at some point or the other. But you will not be hitting those parts on a consistent basis. You'll just do like boom, and then you go back to boom, 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 boom. And it just doesn't work, right? So what you want to do is focus your efforts on those parts. But for today, especially, we're going to speak on this one, the A coin. If you've watched my videos before, you might have seen I've talked about the G coin as well, which is a bit less deep, like around here, right? This area. And the G coin is basically just like the A coin is basically just the same thing as the G coin, just here, right? In terms of the placement, at least. The difference is this is not like this part is part of another organ that is outside. I'm not going to go into details. Fuck it. But this part is more like a muscle. It's a muscle that contracts when the cavern is stimulated to the point of a mana release. Mana release. But if you go with your rod and grind this part in particular, it's like you're creating the mana release from there directly. It's a biohack in a kind of way. It's like instead of waiting for the mana release to happen so that this tenses, you just tense it yourself by stroking it with your rod. Now, the way you make sure your rod keeps hitting this spot is by using leverage. You just want to make sure that the rod enters the cavern in that angle. Instead of having it enter like this, straight, you make it enter from below the cavern. And what that does is it aims it straight there. And then when you go back and forth, it just strokes this part of the cavern. Just and you don't want to do vroom, 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 like all the way in, all the way out. No. You just do little things. This way you keep hitting this part continuously. It never stops. And that's what changes the whole game. That's what will make you so much fucking better. And you might ask me, like, how do I know if it actually works? It's because later on, I tried it. I saw it kind of worked on the person. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it with someone I actually enjoyed gaming with. And I didn't know how to use the pre-stuff, the pre-game stuff as well, which it's very necessary as well. But one friend of mine asked me advice on this. And I gave him the whole shtick, the whole A to Z fucking blueprint. And he used it. Of course, he didn't use it entirely because I told him, like, you need to change some stuff around, right? You don't need to stay stuck on this one blueprint and just do that like a fucking robot. He did it like naturally with instinct and all that. And he told me it changed the game. That his gaming partner he was reacting differently, completely differently. And that's after doing this once, just once. Now imagine if you master it. You'd just be the guy she can never forget. You'd be this gaming partner, this gaming duo that she could not enjoy it with. You know what I mean? She could just she knew it was going to be good at all times. So if you want to really change your life in that aspect, start using this. And honestly, once I've discovered all this, I knew I was set. I knew that even if I don't have a gaming partner for the next fucking 5 years, once I do have one, I'm going to adapt so much fucking faster because I know where to go. I know where to hit. I know what part of the cavern should be done this way and that way and so on. And so I'll have a little bit of struggle maybe in the first few practices. But after that, I'm going to progress to the pro gamer level so much faster than anyone else. Because other people, they're advancing blind. It's like going into a game and never trying to check out what the best build is. Going into a game and not trying to understand how your character's abilities work. Or how the boss has patterns and you don't even try to learn the patterns. Those guys, that's what they're doing. They're just doing it on repeat. And they don't even try to understand how the patterns work. But if you do understand those patterns, no matter when you start, whether you already have a gaming partner, whether you have a gaming partner in a year, 2 years, 3 years, once you start, you're going to progress 10 times faster as anyone else. So I left a PDF in the description so you can finally understand completely what I just talked about, because, you know, with the gaming metaphor, it might be a bit hard. It's free, so don't hesitate. I'm probably going to start coaching at some point pretty soon, but so far I'll leave it be. So like it's free, and this kind of stuff is going to stay free, by the way. Like the coaching is just going to be an extra thing. Every information I'm going to give is going to be on YouTube, and then the coaching is going to be just if you want someone to accompany you and to actually give you personalized advice, right? Also, you might understand this, and even if you do understand this, it's going to be good. But if you don't understand the steps prior to that, you just won't be able to have the same results. So watch this video right now if you want to know how to stimulate the cavern before going all the way in. And don't forget, work on the inside and the outside will follow. Take care, man. Johnny.